The Mom with Moms podcast is sponsored by Wingstop. Can't stop, won't stop. Wingstop. Wingstop is where flavor gets its wings. With over 10 different flavors to choose from, you're bound to find the one that hits you. From mild to atomic, lemon pepper to Korean barbecue, hickory smoke to Louisiana rub, or garlic parm to mango habanero, Wingstop's flavors will keep you coming back. Get your wings bone-in or boneless, drums, flats, even thighs. Plus awesome sides like Cajun fried corn and voodoo fries. Stop by the Wingstop at 315 Route 35 in Aberdeen or 116 3rd Avenue in Neptune City on Route 37 in the Kohl's Plaza in Toms River, and the newest Wingstop at 337 West Main Street in Freehold. Go to wingstop.com to see all the flavors and locations and to find out about some great deals, like the boneless meal deal. It comes with 20 boneless wings, sauced and tossed, and up to 4 of your favorite flavors, with a large fry and 2 dipping sauces for just $15.99. So remember, carry out or delivery, Wingstop is where the flavor gets its wings. Hi, my name is Kate Santangelo. Welcome to the Mom with Moms podcast, part of the Mom with Moms network. Listen in as we bring awareness to the best local resources for growing families in Monmouth County, New Jersey, chat with local moms and mompreneurs, highlight our favorite resources, local spots, restaurants, and more. Make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mom with Moms podcast. We are here today at Bell Works with my friend, Stacey Donadio, real estate extraordinaire.
I love that you give me that title.
I know. It is your title in my eyes.
Thank you.
I haven't talked to you since the last podcast.
Facts, a few texts.
Yeah, a few texts.
Yeah.
Like I'll answer and then you'll answer.
3 days later.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how you know we're friends.
Yeah.
we don't talk.
We don't get offended if you don't answer.
Nope.
Oh, my God. How are you?
Okay, surviving. Liam's been home all week with strep.
Your son?
Yep, my middle guy, 103 fever.
Oh, is that going around right now? Strep?
I think everything's going around.
Yeah.
There was the 8th grade sent home a flu notice. There was 30 kids out in one day with the flu. That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Then we had a COVID notice that went out, which, I mean, it's everywhere, so whatever. And then strep. And then yesterday, my second grader.
They send notices.
Oh, yeah. We'll get, if it's like, I think it's maybe if 5 kids in the same class have like strep or flu, we get a notice. Stomach bug is a nice one. That was the beginning of the year. And then Quinn came home with the lice notice yesterday. A few children in his class had head lice.
Oh.
Yes.
Which you have had some experience with already.
I am.
This year.
Yes. I can get rid of head lice.
Okay.
Like nobody's business. Doesn't even gross me out anymore.
How does that work? You get it's called nitpickers? Or you don't have to hire them?
So I didn't hire them.
Oh.
I probably would have had I known. But I bought 3 boxes of Nix. Yeah, I don't think I did Rid. I did Nix. And it's like this oil-based shampoo.
Okay.
You put it on your head, and then you put a bag on it. And it says to leave it on for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I leave it on for 45.
I would leave that on for like a day.
Right?
I would just walk around like that, going to my podcast.
Then it's like so greasy after, and you're not supposed to shampoo.
Yep.
So, but you get this fun comb,
Oh.
and you pull. I didn't know what lice looked like. In my head, they were like white. That's what they tell you to look for, like white dandruff stuff.
Yeah.
But they're bugs.
Oh, my God.
They have different phases.
I think
white.
I had it as a kid. Like, my mom told me that, actually. Like, I got it, like, at a sleepover or something. I think everyone, like, has gone through it.
I think we were getting it in the summer because they were at the beach club. They have all the towels laying around. And I think they don't even know whose towels they grab. They just grab them off of and they all put them over their head.
Oh.
So I think that was our last go-around.
Right.
But now we spray with the preventative spray every morning.
Is that, what's it called, magical something?
There was Fairy Tales.
Yeah.
I can't find that because they closed Harmon or Face Values. That was my go-to.
Oh.
So now I just buy the kit for the lice. So I always have bottles of lice shampoo.
Right.
And now I've got my spray.
Okay.
So I was spraying everybody this morning on their way out the door. And
So
now I'm
much fun.
itchy just thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
All so much fun.
It's so good.
Parenting is awesome.
It's the best.
So now we know.
We know
what to do.
Yep.
But I
Mix.
think with girls it's worse, right?
Oh yeah, with all that hair.
Yeah.
Well, Aiden, my oldest, he's got the thickest hair I've ever seen, and that is a nightmare.
Oh.
But he never really gets it.
Okay.
Because he puts so much. He has. Did I tell you about this last time that he got the fluffy hair?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, is that
new.
what it's called?
It's TikTok fluffy hair.
But is it the puff here?
They come here.
Yeah,
It comes
yeah.
here and then goes. Whoosh.
Oh, that I don't know
Oh
about.
yeah, it's long and it falls. He takes my. He's gonna kill me if he listens to this, but he takes both of my hair dryers. He blows it forward and then he has my hair dryer brush and he combs it up and then he puts all this goop in it.
Okay.
And then he does this. He crunches it over and over again for the entire day. And every reflective surface he passes, he's like, yeah, it's great. So he doesn't get lice because his hair's so dirty. So it's perfect. Yes.
It's perfect.
They're like, no, we don't want to go with
Yeah, that's what I heard about.
Yep.
Like I said, they want clean hair.
Yep.
It's like not what you, like, I guess the stereotype or whatever.
Yes.
Of, yeah, like your hair being dirty. So let's talk about the boys' hair. Because so I feel like it's like Shane's almost 20, but he's like, he's now all of a sudden this like adult, which is so bizarre. But when I guess like when he was 17, it was like during COVID when he started growing his hair out.
And he has curly hair, right?
No, I don't know.
Or like wavy?
He never did when like he was little. I never let him grow it past like crew cut. So I don't know. It didn't look wavy to me,
right.
but it clearly has some type of wave to it because he started growing his hair out like in the front, right? Or just not even cutting it because this is right. He saw this like trend that boys are like growing their hair out. So he would just like not get a haircut for 6 months. And he's like, Mom, I don't know. I'm like, Shane, I think there's a look that like you're going for, but it's not homeless. It's
right. You're like, missing the mark a little bit.
It's like, please, like cut your hair. So I remember fighting with him all the time. I would actually like be like, I will do anything. I will pay you extra to just go get your hair cut.
It's a rite of passage. I think when you're like preteen, teenager, you have to have shitty hair. Especially the boys. You have to go on this weird quest. My nephews did it.
Yeah, like mullets back in the day or like...
They're back, by the way.
Okay.
Most of the football team, I don't know if they did it this year, but last year, they all had mullets. Lacrosse team all had mullets.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but the poof thing, like the front poof, which I think is different than what you're talking about now. I think
it was like an evolution.
Okay, got it.
From the poof to... And I am triggered by it because I dated a guy in my 20s that did this to his hair.
But that was not trendy at the time.
It was not trendy. And he was a horrible boyfriend.
Okay.
So I look at Aiden and I'm like, oh, God, why? But that's my own issue to work out. I should not put it on my 12-year-old.
Right.
So I let him have his crazy hair.
All right.
He likes it.
You got to pick your battles. I know, like, well, yeah. I used to... Like, I always, like, because he had, like, a certain clean-cut, like, Gap look to him because I dressed him, and he usually didn't care. Most of his life, he'd, like, wear a sheet if I gave it to him, and he'd be like, okay, this is great, you know? With my daughter, it's like World War III, just getting her to, like...
Oh, I can't even imagine.
But the hair, like, was, like, when he first started saying, like, no. But then, I think because of COVID, we weren't out as much, and I wasn't seeing as many kids. And then finally, like, especially last year, I was, like, every kid had that same hairdo of, like, the poofy front. It's, like, poofy front, but they keep the sides clean. That part he didn't understand. Like, you still have to go maintain the sides. So it has, like,
full...
It was full...
chaos?
Full chaos. My God. Yeah. Because they're, they're like, oh, yeah, this is the trend. It's fine.
That's great.
Like, and I don't have to get my hair cut.
Ever. Well, that's Quinn. So the little one, he hates getting his hair cut. Hates it.
Yeah.
And doesn't cry, never, but just despises looking clean.
Yeah.
And I comb his hair in the morning, and then he's like, he goes, you're just going to get the knots out, right? I'm like, yes. I comb it. He messes it up, and he looks insane, and that's what he wants.
Look. He likes the beach
look. It's not
even.
It's just insane. So he's committed to 2 haircuts a year. That's all I get out of him.
Is it like a contract that you wrote up?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. I allow him to live in the house if I can cut his hair twice a year.
Okay, that's fair.
So we do beginning of school year, and then we do like probably May.
Yeah. Prepare for the summer.
I mean, full mullet, like not even a trendy one, just insane hair.
I don't know what it is. Well, it's kids in general that you have to fight with them about just being clean.
Everything.
Well, everything. But also, like, not bathing and not showering.
My cousin, who shall remain nameless because he's our age, When he was little, he used to pretend. Now you shouldn't even say little. He was probably like 12.
He would turn the
to
shower
15.
on and
He would-
pretend to
yes,
shower.
and
My
come
cousin,
out
I
dirty.
had the cousin did the exact same thing.
And come out filthy.
Yes.
Hair dry.
But her mom didn't even know. And it came out like when we were like in our 20s and we were like, I think we were like celebrating
so
Easter.
funny.
She's like, I used to go in the shower and turn it on and I wouldn't shower for like a week, sometimes 2 weeks.
Like
She had no clue.
The effort just involved in that.
I know.
Sitting in like a sauna. That's
Her
funny.
pores were great though. She was gleaming.
I bet she was on something. She probably never needs like dry shampoo now too, because her hair.
She's like this healthy buildup
Yeah.
of like oils. in her
Yeah.
hair.
Speaking of which, there's a thing that we should totally try.
Okay.
I think it's a Korean salon up north.
Okay.
And it's meant for scalp purification.
Okay.
So they do like a steam. It's like a facial for your head.
Oh.
A steam, and then they put some kind of like a vinegar-based solution on. They do the before and after of your scalp scan, and it looks amazing.
So do you have greasy hair?
No, well, I did, but I was shampooing too much.
Yeah.
So once I stopped shampooing as much, now I do like 3 times a week I shampoo.
Really?
Yeah.
But I don't have the kind of hair that I can get by even like, okay, so I'll have days where like I don't put makeup on and because I'm a hermit crab and I'm working
Right.
in my girl office, and like I don't need, it doesn't matter. I like pick Grace up from school, but otherwise like I'm not in the public,
Right.
so I can get by. But like if I'm doing like. If I have meetings or whatever, like I am not my hair is very greasy.
Okay.
Like I really need to wash it every day and it looks very clean. But by the end of the day, it looks very greasy. Well, yeah, it does. When I was younger.
Do you have oily skin?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was in my 20s, I used to have to take 2 showers a day because my hair was like literally like this. And
hormones
actually,
are, like,
my
insane.
daughter has the same kind of hair. Like it's very like flat because it's so greasy. So people are like, you just shampoo too much. I'm like, what do you want me to look like? Like that means that half
Yeah.
of my week I'm gonna look like someone that that didn't take a shower for a week.
For a week. I'm
Like
looking at my cousin.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a good look.
But I'm wondering if that's like part of it. I think it's probably diet based too because I eat like way too many
Everything's-
chips and
Everything's diet-based. It's so annoying.
it is annoying.
I hate it.
So I watched this documentary on Netflix. It's called. My friend Megan turned me onto it. I forget what we were talking about. Probably something similar, like crappy diets or whatever. So it's called Live to 100. Something about the blue zones. I'm butchering this.
Oh, the blue. I've heard about eating in the blue zone. No.
No. But, but I didn't even know what blue zones were. Really interesting. And so this guy goes and kind of, interviews these people that live in these 5 blue zones throughout the country or throughout the world.
Yes.
There's one in the U.S. in Los Alimas that's completely made up. Something Limas, California.
Okay.
And then Singapore is it's like a blue zone 2.0. Like they're trying to become a blue zone and they've instituted all these things, but they've I guess in
How
a blue
did
zone.
California end up being a blue zone?
No, it's just one little area.
Isn't it like the cesspool for everything?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're really well out there, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's very they're healthy, but isn't there all the smog? They have
right,
air quality.
Yeah,
and
yeah. So I guess it's one part of it, but they've
Okay.
extended their life expectancy by 10 or 20 years. Also, not facts. Don't quote me on any
Also, don't
of
want to
this.
live to 100.
That's what my
Unpopular
husband
opinion,
said.
but I'm.
He's like, I don't. He's like, that's great. I
Have
don't.
you seen 100-year-olds?
Well, in these blue zones, a lot of these people, they're out. This is why we were talking about it
Okay.
with my friend Megan, because we were talking about how, people didn't need the gym because we all, our society is, all about, convenience, right? And that, we DoorDash everything so we can work more, but, we're sedentary or whatever. I kind of, feel that that's good because then we, are creating better lives for ourselves. And if we're spending time, if I was spending time, the outside of my house looks like, I don't even know who lives there because it's terribly needs to be weeded. We had so much rain this year.
Yep.
So I've never had to weed so much in my life. And I'm forget it. I'm not doing
done.
this
I quit.
anymore.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
Hire someone.
Right? I did, but you can't keep doing it because I'm not a millionaire.
And it's expensive. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
So you're spending so much time outside doing these things, you don't need the gym because you're just constantly moving, which is why probably
Right.
like farmers and people like
Hunting
that are,
for your food.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't do that. So
I
we
don't
live
even
in
go
that
into the
consistent-
grocery store.
I know going to the grocery store is like, it depends on the grocery store. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, I love going to some grocery stores and others I can't stand.
Yes. Favorite grocery store.
Well, I haven't been to Uncle Giuseppe's yet. But I also like
good.
don't live in the peninsula, so like it's a hike, and every time I want to go, it's almost gonna. It sounds like it's gonna be an adventure, like
It's
in a
fun.
good adventure, a great adventure.
It is a great adventure. It's going to put Great Adventure out of business. This is my amusement park. The bakery is like
Really?
Yeah, and I don't even love sweets.
I don't like Italian bakeries.
This is sort of. It's not just an Italian bakery.
Okay.
It's really delicious.
Yeah, and my
They
friend,
have a giant cookie cake, but a black and white cookie instead of.
Oh, that is my favorite thing on earth. Black
It's
and white
amazing.
cookies are like my favorite
And
dessert.
it's huge. It's got to be like 14 inches.
Stop.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's worth it just for that.
Okay. So that's on my list. So
Blue zone?
That's a blue zone for me. We make our own blue zone.
with black and white cookies. Yeah.
And then I love like who doesn't love going to Trader Joe's? But you go there
do.
more often.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right up the street from it.
But it's so funny. I was watching there's like a local influencer, and she was talking about how she went there in her stories the other day, and she's like, but every time I go, I'm kind of like, she doesn't go enough to like know how to shop it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of just like a deer in headlights. Like, this is awesome. So you just buy a bunch of shit, and then like you come home and you're like, none of this is even going to equate to one dinner. But you got like frozen like this, and like you know what I love from Trader Joe's? They have this like little mini sheet cake. It's a vanilla one.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh my god, it is unfreaking believable. I get two.
Put it on the list.
And then I'm like, I'm not eating this whole thing, and they're all gone like within a week.
You have to follow. There's a couple people on Instagram, and I'm sure TikTok, that do like 5 ingredient meals from Trader Joe's, or like easy like dinners from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And my favorite one is she does. It's only her and her boyfriend, but she does 5 dinners for $55. Mm-hmm. It's so cool, and she'll take like frozen dumplings, miso broth, scallions, and make in the chili oil and make this like amazing soup.
Oh.
The one I want to make this weekend is you take the pizza dough and you put it in a 13x9 pan. Then they take this kind of like a spicy red sauce, but it's not really a sauce. It's more like it's like chunkier.
Okay.
Spread it on there with the chili oil, cheese. Then she puts on like the supersat and some salami.
Ooh.
Bakes it. And then puts arugula on top. Oh no, there's burrata and the mozzarella. She puts that on there. Then she puts the arugula on after it's baked, drizzles it with a little bit of balsamic glaze, and it looks amazing.
Wow.
I want to eat it. Blue zone.
That's blue zone. That's another.
Another
sounds really good for longevity.
Yeah, totally.
Are you good at like putting food together? Like, are you a creator or are you like a recipe follower?
I can do both. I do at the end of every month, I do like the fridge and pantry clean out.
Okay.
So that gets interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's great and sometimes it's a huge flop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm only good at, I don't think I'm too creative. Well, like, yeah, because I, by the way, used to hate to cook. Like up until not even 5 years ago. I was a horrible cook and also never cooked and like really only knew how to make like chicken cutlets and a handful of other things because I always worked like out of the house, right? And like dinner time was stressful because I usually had like little, like Grace was little, and then before that like Shane was little, and I was like, it was just not easy. Like dinner time can be so stressful. It's like, what the hell are you gonna make? And then like getting them from daycare, like getting home till like 6:30. So it was a lot of that. So I didn't really enjoy it. But now that I'm like home, I feel like it's kind of almost like I get to not work for a little bit, and it's become like, it's nice. Like I can like have a glass of wine, like just kind of unwind and like I actually almost like the process of cooking more than actually eating it.
Than actually eating the food. I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can only really follow recipes. Like I'm not good at like, ooh, that sounds lovely. Like let's.
Well, I mean, I don't like create. Like
you're not Ida Garden.
No, God no. I'm like I know how to make chicken.
Yeah.
So I'll make chicken, and then here we have orzo, and in the fridge I have sun-dried tomatoes and parsley. So I'll throw that in with garlic and Parmesan, and there's like, that's as creative as I get.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'll be on a roll like all week with like, wow, like I've just made this and I prepped this. And then some weeks I'm like, how do you make anything again? Like, I don't even know what to do. So you just end up getting
You just
takeout
don't
the
feel
whole
like
week.
it.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I also hate takeout.
Really
I don't hate it, but like you get bored. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, of like locally, like what you know is good.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No, totally. I totally can relate to that for sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite takeout in the area?
So lately, I've been really into dim sum
Okay.
and like dumplings, like the soup dumplings. I'm like, I can't get enough of them.
Ooh.
So there's this place, I forget what it's called. I think it's like International Kitchen. It's on 35 in like ocean-ish area.
Okay, yep.
It's got it's like a cafeteria. It's got 4 different restaurants inside.
Really?
It's phenomenal, but they're not restaurants. They're like, think like when you go to the mall, the food court, but way better quality food. And then it's got maybe 5 tables lined up against the window. It's in a strip mall. It's phenomenal.
Oh, I have to check that
So
out.
it's Dim Sum World is one I order from all the time.
Okay.
There's a Jamaican restaurant in there. There's a Mexican restaurant in there. And then they just put, I want to say it's Middle Eastern.
Okay.
But it's phenomenal.
Ooh.
And everything I've gotten is like super fresh. You watch them make it. It's so clean.
Okay.
And I love it. I DoorDash it way too much.
Oh, I know. I get in trouble with that.
Mm-hmm.
It just like once you start, you can't stop.
You can't stop.
I know. At least I got I finally caved and got the subscription thing.
Oh, same. It saves
I'm
you so much money.
oh my God, why was I not doing this? Because I kept saying like, I'm not going to keep doing this. I don't need the subscription
It's
or whatever.
great. And then I'm like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I leave the kids home all the time for work, which don't call the cops on me, but I do it. So I DoorDash them a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And all summer, I was like, oh, lunch.
Right. And then, because they're not going to make themselves. I mean,
Liam will.
Okay.
Liam loves to cook, but I don't want him using anything other than the air fryer when I'm not home.
Oh. Do you know that I saw in a commercial this morning, they're putting air fryers now in like ovens? Like you can buy an oven.
So it's a convection, right? Like that's what they're saying when they sell you that like toaster oven. That's,
I have that. Did we talk about
convection.
this?
Yeah.
I think we did. About my
Do you have
craft.
the Foodie, the Ninja Foodie?
No, I got it's not Cuisinart. It's like, it was like really, like, it's the
like
one.
a Breville?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. They make good appliances.
They do. And it's really nice. It was like not cheap. And I was like, this is awesome. It can warm. It can air fry.
But the air fry isn't the same.
It's not the same.
You need the basket.
You really do.
That's why I think I'm going to get the Foodie. I think it's called the Foodie. I might be making
It
that.
has to be, yeah. But I saw a commercial this morning where like there was like this really impressive looking basket. Mm-hmm. And then you throw it in and hit air fry on the oven.
Oh, so it has the basket.
Yes.
Okay, see, that's the key. And then you got to shake it up.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
That's another thing we get from Trader Joe's.
Okay.
They're organic chicken wings. And it's like, like the regular buffalo wings. So they're already separated. I think it's $9.99 for the bag. I think we get definitely 3 like uses out of it. Mm-hmm. Throw it in frozen into the air fryer with a little bit of avocado oil, salt, pepper.
Okay.
Makes the best wings ever. And then you can put whatever sauce you want on.
Speaking of wings.
That's
a good segue.
Speaking of Blue Zones.
We are gracious sponsors of the podcast today. Wingstop. There's like, I think they have 4 Monmouth County locations and plenty in New Jersey. I've actually never had Wingstop before. Have you?
My husband has.
Oh.
He likes it. He goes to the one in Eatontown.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one like very close to me. I think it's in Cliffwood, and then they have one in Neptune and one in Freehold.
Okay.
But they gave us tons of food today.
Yes, they did.
I'm so excited about this, and I heard that the ranch is so good. So if there's a certain type of food that you could eat for like the rest of your life, what would it be? Like category of food.
Oh, like Italian, Mexican.
Yeah, right. Is that a category? Yeah, category.
I don't know because I love eating. So, I mean, I guess Italian because I could live on pizza.
Okay.
But I also really love Asian cuisine. I don't know. What about you?
Bar food.
Bar food.
Like,
yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
It is.
Because it's got the best. Which one is this?
This is, I think this is the plain chicken nuggets. And then there's Parmesan garlic. They ranched. We don't have to share ranches because we have a lot of ranch here.
Oh, wow.
They're good, right?
Mm-hmm. That is good ranch. I wonder if they make it in-house.
I think it is. I think that's what she said. It's like really is all about the dipping sauces for me. Our friend I'm going to shout her out, Katie. She is our friend growing up. Only orders food by like what dipping sauces go with it.
I feel like that's fair.
It's fair.
Yeah.
She's like obsessed with ketchup. It's hysterical. She eats a lot of
See,
ketchup.
there's so much more out there, Katie.
Oh, yeah.
Ketchup. I mean, ketchup is wonderful. I love ketchup.
Yeah.
But
These are really good. And then we have Hawaiian barbecue.
should we try?
I want to try those buffalo.
Yeah.
So good.
Let's get in here. Oh, more ranch.
But I like about Wingstop is that they have these different sandwiches, and then even like Grace would eat these chicken like easy. So if you have someone that's like super picky, but then also someone that's like a bit more adventurous and like spicy,
And those are really flavorful. I like the breading on it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love wings. I love wings. I love a good like. I was trying to figure out. Grace is always asking me like different questions about me lately because she's like interested in me until she becomes like a tween, and then it'll never happen again. But right now,
Aw, she likes you.
she likes me.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. She's like, "What's your favorite food?" And I'm like, "I don't know. That's like a big. I don't think I can answer that. Right?
These are good. This is good buffalo sauce. Yeah.
I hate when buffalo sauce is like a salt to your mouth.
Yes.
I'm like,
It just burns everything.
and it just doesn't even. It just hurts.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Me too.
This is good. It's like spicy, but like
This is good. It's got flavor.
I think because of the butter, right? Isn't that what they say?
Butter. Butter makes it better.
Butter does make
Yeah.
buffalo sauce better. When you want to tone down buffalo sauce, you add butter to it.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I make wings in the air fryer that I haven't been using since I got this new device because I threw my old one out. But I got to get back into it. Maybe I'll just like buy one at Costco.
Yeah.
The whole point was to like downsize appliances
I know. It never happens. I have 3 crock pots.
and downsize like just overall. I went in this like it's September, end of August into September. Downsizing, simplifying, no more nails, no more this. I mean, I stuck to the nails.
Right.
And I took the lashes off, which I do miss. But, you know, you can't have it all.
And it's so bad too. Right? It doesn't it ruin them?
Your lashes?
Yeah.
Only for like 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
And then they were fine. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
Yeah.
fake news. Good. Glad you cleared that up.
Yeah. I think that, but they are nice. And it's nice to have for like, I have a wedding this weekend. So now I'm like, crap, it would be so much nicer
Yeah.
if I had the, but I'm not just going to put them on for the event. So I'll probably just go get fake ones or whatever. It's pricey.
It is.
And then like just going. The whole part was like simplifying because of like the chaos of life and like just needing all these things and then just like all these appointments and,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
because
time.
and fall is just crazy with like activities
Everything.
alone and everything. So, but what have you been doing for your own self-care routines?
Oh, wine.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I have been trying to cut that down.
Okay.
So that's been a journey.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, not a journey. It's just been annoying because I love wine.
I know.
But it's also like, come on, you're 44.
Oh,
Like,
that was in the blue zones that they drink
Wine?
wine. But it's like unfiltered, like they make their own wine.
Oh,
Like a lot of the wine that we drink is
not good for us.
it's a lot. I mean, it's not regulated. It's not like
It's certainly not organic.
some of it is organic,
Some.
but it has to be certified organic.
Right.
And then like, I mean, I only know a lot of this just because of spending so much time working in that world. But like, you just have to know what to buy. But there's so much smoke and mirrors and so much like marketing that goes into it that like what's put in a consumer's faces is 90% of the time really bad for you.
Oh, and I'm a victim of marketing.
Yeah, because how would anyone really know
Yeah.
unless you like really do your research and like dig into it or whatever. So like most European wines, I'd say are like use sustainable means. Like they have their own like different organic like standards and guidelines and laws or whatever. But I think that they just because they also have like so many more years of like wine making, right? Like in their history, that you get better wines and better, like for better value, better price, like just better overall for you. Our wines here, like they're loaded with all kinds of additives and crap. And so that's kind of oftentimes why you feel like such shit when you drink wine anyway. I can't speak to the vodka or anything else.
I do love a good, but I won't drink vodka at home.
Yeah.
Because I have
Right.
weird mental
Well,
issues.
yeah.
I'm like, I can't have a vodka soda at home, but I could drink
Right.
a couple glasses of wine.
Yeah.
because it's different.
It is. I think it is. That's
Right?
what I do. I usually have like a glass of wine, like I say most evenings while I'm, but I've actually gotten to the point where like even on the weekends and even like if I went out with my girlfriends last week and normally they're the group of friends that like it would get out of control because that's what we can't stop talking and like we should have more wine or whatever and then you can't like speak for like 2 days because you're like annihilated. You've just like assaulted your body so badly. And I was good. I only had like 2.5 glasses of wine.
That
and
really
I was
shows
like,
growth. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
because I'm sick of like feeling that way. You know what I mean? Like it's just not. It's not good.
We're just too busy now too.
No, yeah, that's the other thing. So
No.
But I think everything in moderation, right?
Yeah.
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 To a point.
To a point. I mean, I could get facials weekly.
Totally.
I won't because I can't afford it.
But you like? Do they say that you should? I think monthly.
No, monthly.
Yeah.
I was really diligent. I was going monthly. But my esthetician moved to a further town, so now it's like a journey. You know how I am about crossing over the bridge. I'm like, ugh.
Which is why we never see each other.
Which is why we never see each other. There's that.
I like literally run into your friends when I go out.
Yes, you do. But I don't go out a ton anymore either.
No.
Things have just been too chaotic.
Yeah.
Like the kids and all the extracurriculars, all the sports.
Yeah.
Every single night is spoken for except for Monday.
And then just like homework, like managing all of the homework.
Yeah.
3rd grade for us has been, I kind of forgot, like, you know, you kind of forget. Like
3rd grade
like,
math and ELA is rough.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's been like a lot of tears at night just because.
Did Shane do the Common Core when he was in school?
Oh,
or
yeah.
No? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
but that was different with him.
It doesn't bother me, the Common Core. People were freaking out about it, so I was like really gearing myself up when Aiden went to school to like fight this battle of math, and I was like, why is everybody still mad?
It still bothers me because I'm like, why can't you just carry the goddamn one? Why?
Yeah. Well,
Why
they
do we have to?
Right? They do it
I don't know.
in, I think, 4th grade they start.
Oh, but in 3rd grade they don't.
No.
She's like, I forgot where she said we were supposed to put the 2. I'm like, on top of what?
Yeah, you got to put it underneath in its own in like the 10 spot.
Right.
And
This is not my department. Thank
No.
God Lou is good at math. But anything like English-wise,
Yeah.
I'm great. We're actually talking last night about like books we read. I'm like, I made a reference to like Of Mice and Men. He's like, had never even like, he had no idea what I was talking about. It was like Animal Farm. And I actually surprised myself. He's like, okay, who wrote Animal Farm? I'm like, Orwell. And I'm like, I don't even know if that's right. Looked it up. It was right. I was like, wow. I was like, Annie wrote 1984. And he's like, wow, Kate, I'm really impressed. I'm like, I am so impressed with myself.
Yes, you just pulled that one right out of the air. It's good.
I know. But I think that, I don't know, I guess that's what I gravitated towards.
What is
like,
she
growing
reading
up.
in 3rd grade?
Not 1984.
Not 1984. What did we read in 3rd grade? Like nothing.
Nothing. No. They just like make them read. But I think that's like the biggest thing is like to just, you know, it helps with the comprehension or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, so we're just, like the math has just been, it's like, it's a big change. 2nd grade to 3rd grade is like a lot of like, it's not
And it's a lot of word
babyish
problems,
anymore.
right?
Yeah.
Those were never my strong suit. Word problems.
Yeah.
No, I still, I'm like, I go, I don't know. You're going to have to circle this one and go in.
I never really even got to the point where we were talking about the trains or anything. Like when the train meets here, I think I opted out of I was like, no, this is as far as I'm taking my math career.
I will not participate in this. Yeah, I blacked out all of high school math. I don't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Algebra, calculus,
Right.
Does not ring any bells.
No, same. I wouldn't know how to solve any of it. I don't think, unless it was like super simple. So, but I've gotten by.
Good.
You know, I know how to do percentages.
That's all we need. I
spend a lot of time at the Grove.
Yeah. Just know how to tip.
I know how to
it's
tip.
fine. And I
I know a good
25.
sale.
Exactly. That's probably why, I don't know. They should teach that in school.
They should.
They should. Yeah, they need to change the curriculum.
Totally.
It's silly.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
And the way they teach percentages, I was like, let me just teach you how I do it, like when I'm tipping in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like,
or like
much easier.
If you look at a shirt and you're like, it's 40% off, just take the 4, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And
There's
just
a way
like,
easier way to do it.
Totally.
Instead of making it with fractions. It's
Yeah.
making Eden like lose his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, why? And I'm like, I really don't know. Because if I had to learn it this way, I would lose my mind too.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be together.
Right.
It's separate.
Yeah, I agree. So what else have you been up to?
I got really good Botox.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. See?
Yeah, you look great. Your skin is glowing. Did you get a facial too?
No.
Oh.
Because I'm not sure. I was wondering if maybe my Botox in the past wasn't lasting as long because I was getting the facial like 2 weeks after it. And it was like moving it around. Does
They
that
say
happen?
you're supposed to get it and then get the Botox.
Okay.
Get the facial, then get the Botox on your way out.
Okay. That makes sense. But then it's like the glow goes because now you're bleeding.
I don't get like bruised or anything like that.
No, I do right around my eye. But she really dug in this time, so I had some blood.
We got it around the same time.
Yes.
I love mine this time.
Yeah.
It looks
good.
great.
Yeah, you look really good.
Oh, thank you.
Nice and smooth. The way it should be.
It is like it's a game changer, the Botox.
It is. I don't get it that often though.
No.
Mm-mm.
I went like from May to end of September.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't last that long.
No.
Oh, really?
But I think it's trained me not to move like my forehead as much.
Okay.
Which is kind of fun.
Right.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 times I got it, it lasted pretty long, and then it was like a month, and I could move again. Mm-hmm. I was like, it's expensive.
It is.
You want it to last.
So speaking of simplifying my life and not adding things that I don't necessarily need but would like, I was never a big makeup person ever.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a big makeup person. I don't like a full face.
Me
like
either.
but it looks good on some people. It does not look good on me. Like I look better like like I actually have like a lot of red undertones, so I can't wear like a lot of like lipstick with a lot of color in it because it just makes me look like weird, like clownish. I don't know.
Right.
But I got Instagram attacked by the makeup industry. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what, like, they were like, you know what? Kate really needs to start doing more makeup or like learn how to do her makeup. I don't even know what happened somehow. Remember I told you I was going to Sephora?
You probably clicked on one thing or you went to Sephora and like it read that you were there and now it's like bombarding you.
Yes. So this story has a happy ending because I found this makeup brand that I did not know I needed, but I really love, and is like starting. I feel more put together, and it's like super. It's very much a good brand for me. The packaging is beautiful. I actually saw it. I know what happened. I saw it on one of Bethany Frankel's like posts when she does like the makeup reviews or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it was a paid ad, so I was like kind of skeptical because I wasn't sure or whatever. But it's called Merit.
I've seen it. It's like a lot of stick makeup, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you just like, because I also hate like a foundation. Like I'm oily skin, so I've always just kind of worn concealer.
Right.
I have one foundation I like from Lancome that's like nice and like, but
light.
It's light. Mm-hmm. But I only use it like if I'm going, like not a lot, not every day. So I like a stick where you can just like throw, even though if you have to go to parent teacher conference, you're like
cover up your red.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is like a stick, and like it's almost like they show you you just watch any of their videos of the girls like, you know, get ready with me or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Imagine that.
Get ready with me. Right?
Seriously, it's
Scary.
not pretty.
Not pretty. So you either throw the like concealer on, right? Like pretty much wherever.
Okay.
And then it comes like a brush, but the same brush, because then you don't have to invest all these 7,000 brushes, right? Yeah. It's a lot. Why is it so much?
I don't know, because of the Kardashians.
Right.
I blame them.
So it's one brush, and then and then it comes to the blush, which is all, it's not powder. Everything is
cream. That's what I need.
And I like that, right? I didn't think I would like it, but remember we started with the Jones Road, which I also love. Love them.
Still on it.
Yeah, me too. And it lasts forever.
I'm still on my first bombs.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them.
So good.
I was like, going to last for like 5 years.
Yeah.
She's probably going to change that. She's going to be like, all right, these are lasting way too long.
But I bet people also wear a lot more makeup than we do.
True.
And they probably use it.
Like more.
Like I use it for like my lips.
Me too.
And like right here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
It's the best.
So this is a blush. So then you throw the blush on and you kind of use your fingers, right? And then it comes with a bronzer.
Okay.
So you do the bronzer, which is like what's it called? The contour.
The contouring.
Okay, which like always scared me, and I was like, there's never going to be a day in my life.
Because you can do subtle contour. You don't have to be like the nose and...
But you do with this. So it's a stick, and you just go like this, and then like a 3. So the lady, I told you, I went to Sephora, and I left, like I was like, I need to go to a wedding.
Yes.
She did my whole makeup with like another brand.
And it looks so good.
It looked good, but I looked not how I like. And that was another thing. You go into these places, and you don't even know that they're a rep for that brand. And they're like, it's all smoke and mirrors. And
Yep.
then like I leave with all the stuff I didn't even really need or want. So I ended up like, and then I went back and returned it and just got the stuff from Merit that I wanted in the first place.
And
but
they sell Merit there?
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah. And then you have like the bronzer, but you can use the same brush as you do with the concealer, foundation, whatever.
Okay.
So you like do the scrubby thing, right? And then what else do you do? Oh, and then they have a highlighter. So, and I got the highlighter because it was different than the Jones Road. So it's like
Okay.
the 3. It just takes like real quick, right? And then I've never been into eyeshadow,
Right.
but I like their eyeshadow, and it's actually darker than I would ever wear.
Is
Do
it
you see
cream?
it?
Yeah, it's
cream.
pretty.
And that's a separate brush, so I got that brush
Okay.
too. But it really does make a difference, and you actually use it as a liner too.
With the brush?
Yeah, and on the opposite side, it has like the liner brush.
So how long does it take you from...
Probably like 6 or 7 minutes.
I love that.
Right, and
Yeah.
then mascara and go.
I should check it out.
And they have other stuff too. They have like eyebrow stuff, and they also have like a thing to make you glowy.
Oh.
You know, like the stuff that you would put on.
Yeah.
What skincare are you into?
Skincare, I've been using Earth Harbor,
Okay,
and I really like it. It's like ocean mineral based, and it's been nice.
Okay.
I was doing all the Obagi stuff, and I love it, but
Oh,
it's
that's like the
just-
medical grade.
Yeah, and the medical grade really makes a difference, but it's like very, very expensive.
Like I'm out of serum right now, C serum,
Yeah,
and I'm like, ugh.
that's like a $200 purchase.
Yes.
Yes, everything is $200.
It does last for a year though.
Mine didn't.
Oh no.
No, but I have a different regimen. I'm dry skin.
Oh.
So I was like hyaluronic acid, then a hyaluronic acid intensifier, then this moisturizer, then sunscreen on top of it. So just those products was $600.
Oh my god. I know.
Actually, it's more than that. And then I'd run out the hyaluronic acid. I'm always running out of, and that's $184. And I was like,
Is that like a toner kinda or no?
no, it's a moisturizer.
Oh, interesting.
And I love it, but you can get everybody makes a hyaluronic acid. So I just got the Ordinary,
Okay.
which I do like. It's not as silky, obviously, but it really works and it really like moisturizes my skin.
Okay.
And then I just use Beauty Counter, the Featherweight foundation, and I kind of just like dot it on my face.
Got it on.
A little bit of liquid bronzer, and then I'm done.
Oh, I like
Occasionally, I put a highlighter on my.
Right.
I put some eyeshadow on for you today. And then Aiden picked me out a mascara. And he went to Sephora with his friends. So this is what I have on. I don't even know what it's called. Princess something.
I only like Thrive.
Yeah, I like Thrive too. But you know what I don't like about Thrive is that it like comes like I don't like removing it. I don't like that it comes
Yeah.
like the tubes come off and
I
they
know.
stick all over your face. That kind of irks me.
I wonder what is in it that makes it so good. I've thought about that a few times too. Because
Yeah.
it like really,
It's
like,
fibers.
yeah.
right?
I don't know. I have
So
no idea.
and then when you like you could just pull them off. It's very strange. I like
Okay.
the Jones Road one too.
Oh, I didn't like that one. But I don't know. Everyone's different with mascara, you know?
I like thin and like I don't want thick. I don't want to
Yeah.
have like the tarantula look.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Right.
But I do. I like Thrive. I just don't like removing it
Yeah.
because I just use like the makeup wipes and it never seemed to really make the mascara come off and it would just like stick.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do that with me. I don't know why. I use Pond's to take my makeup off.
You do.
Yeah, like
a
an
grandma.
89-year-old person that I am.
It's so good. So you just rub it all over your face?
No, I don't go that far. Just on my eyes. It's a great makeup remover. Megan taught me that.
Megan.
Yeah.
She's a font of
She
knowledge.
is. She's blue zoning over there.
She is. We have to circle back on Blue Zone. What makes it a Blue Zone?
You're gonna be like, I'm gonna butcher this. So it's a pocket of a population that has exceedingly longer life expectancy.
Because they all adhere to like the same type of lifestyle?
Yeah, like
Okay.
diet, and then like and then also like a lot of them volunteer. A lot of them, just like move their bodies more. And then like in some areas, like the government. I think in Singapore, like the government like incentivizes you to like use the gym and like.
Okay.
And then like also what was interesting about Singapore is that they have like significantly more. Oh, this is really interesting. So they have significantly more public transportation that's accessible within like a 5 to 10 minute walk, and the cars. So there's very little traffic. And the guy who like is interviewing someone there was like, "Why is there no traffic?" And he's like, "Well, because in order, so they like obviously it's bad for the the air and like the just massive cars
Yeah.
and like car
All the
jam.
emissions
Yeah,
and
right,
everything.
exactly. So in order to get a car there, a car is like at least $100,000.
What?
Yeah. And then also in order to get a license, it might even be more than that. And then in order to get a license, it's also like an equivalent to like $100,000 here.
Wow.
So you have to be like, Singapore is actually one of the wealthiest areas, I think, in the world.
Okay.
But you have to be like very wealthy in order to have a car there. So most people don't, and most people just take public transportation. So there's like not crazy like traffic jams, and like, it's just healthier, like, air and all of that. So they don't have like those issues that I think we have here, where like literally everyone has a car.
Everyone.
And they were saying how like in America, like things were built, we went out, right, and then worked back, in certain areas. So like we needed cars for, it's just kind of like how our population has evolved. So that's part of it. And then, yeah, like definitely diet. But I will say that like a lot of it was all like, Mediterranean diets and like whole foods and shopping the perimeter and like all of that. They don't eat anything processed. But like, yeah, like as long as you're mindful, like we all kind of know at this point, like what's good for you, healthier fats, carbohydrates are not the devil. Like they actually, Sardinia, Italy is one of the blue zones.
Okay.
And they interviewed them, and like they eat a lot of pasta, but like a lot of the pasta is like homemade, and like it's all
not
like
our pasta.
Yeah, and like all the all the ingredients are like harvested like probably in their backyard.
Right.
So it's not our pasta, right? So a lot of like the problems I think we have are just like these the long shelf lives and like the additives that are put into our food that we're eating. So just eating, like being more cognizant of like what you
Cleaner,
eat.
yeah.
And like also like sourdough is like so good for you, but a lot of that sourdough, like they're making, I didn't even know this. My sister was like started doing this. She's like making actual
Starter.
It's like starter. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's like live.
Yes.
And she's like, and then I killed mine. I'm like, I don't even know what any of
You
this
have
is.
to keep it alive.
Yes, you have to keep it. It's like
People
a
keep it in like
person.
a jar. Yeah.
Yes.
You have to tend to it.
Oh, that's very weird to me.
I know. I mean, people do
It's
it.
like an alien.
It is. Aliens. That's next podcast.
But sourdough is actually so good for you. And like we're
Yes.
just so like kind of like conditioned to think that all carbs are bad, but they're really,
But
it's
I mean,
like,
because we go in, are you going to make bread? No, I'm not making bread.
no, that's
No.
true. Right.
So we go in and we grab, yeah,
The bread you ever had the Benchmark breads?
yes,
Those are so good.
so good.
Do they have a storefront now?
I don't know, but they're everywhere. I went in one day to grab soup, and Jess was like, have you ever tried this bread? And I was like, no. She's like, take it. And I took it, and I was like,
Oh yeah, she sells that
holy
there
hell,
at the
it's
Bonchalet.
delicious.
It is so good.
Delicious. Have you done the pure plated yet?
No, I haven't been back there.
I know, I have to pop in too, but it looks like really, really good.
Oh, I have to. Yeah, I know. Every time she posts something, I'm like, oh, I gotta get there. If she was on DoorDash, actually, that's probably better that she's not on DoorDash.
Yeah. Oh my God,
For my
can you
wallet.
imagine your
No.
driver fee?
No. Yeah, for me. My
Seriously.
God. It would be terrible.
Crazy.
Yeah, so blue zoning for me is going to be blue zone light,
Yeah, same.
very light.
Especially with your love of bar food. I mean, that's probably not a blue zone.
I love cheese fries and ranch. Those from
Yes.
Outback. Those are that's one of my top 5 favorite still to this day.
Yeah.
For
Do
like
you-
25
with the bacon
years.
on top?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are really good. I forgot all about those.
Those are like heaven on earth. I love a good cheeseburger. My husband told me the other day he thinks my favorite food is steak, but I don't think that it is. I think that it's part of it. I think I need a top 5,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've got tacos. Tacos are in my top 5.
Yeah.
Like really good ones.
I'll say nachos.
I like nachos, but they're not in my top 5.
Nachos
I want
from...
a birria taco from the Ocean House and dip it in the jus. And it's like
Ooh.
so good.
Where's the Ocean House?
In Seabright.
Oh.
It used to be, I forget, Element? No, maybe? Ocean Tap House. It's white.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one. They have a really good chef.
So it's like a jus, like a beef jus?
Yeah, it's so
Ooh.
good. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that sounds good.
And it's on their special menu.
Uh-huh.
But I could eat that like weekly.
I love like a French dip or French onion soup.
Yes, I love both of those. Are in my top 5.
Yeah. We've added more than 5 already.
All right, so
It's in my top 5. Everything is in my top 5.
where's your favorite French dip?
Good question. I was going to say Huddy's, but I feel like I also had one that was like equally as good, and I can't remember. Well,
I've
Cambridge Club
never-
actually.
Oh,
Cambridge Club has
really?
great food.
We need to do dinner there then.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Huddy's since they redid it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think because like we're like off of 34, so
Yeah.
it's like more
It's closer.
accessible. You're not at the peninsula,
No,
so like it's good. And
there's no bridge, but it's still.
yeah, that's a hike for you.
Yeah.
We love Huddy's. They have like a great
I have
burger.
to check it. I drive by it all the time though.
And they have good steak fries. I love like a steak
Oh,
fry.
I love a good steak fry.
Yeah, that's like their
All right.
fry that they do, I think. That's very good. And then like good French onion soup is hard to come by.
Barnacle Bills.
Yes, agreed.
My fave.
And
although Poorhouse,
yep.
great, but that's my favorite French dip.
Ooh.
Hands, but not for takeout, only for eat-in.
I just made one. Did we talk about this?
No.
I didn't even intend to make it. I went to the store and like bought top round beef, and I was like, I don't even know what the heck you do with top round beef, but I bought it, so I was like, I'm gonna have to do something with this now. I was thinking I could just like roast it, and then I was like, no, Kate, it's like roast beef. You're gonna be making sandwiches. Like, what is going on with you? So. Then I had to go back to the store because I bought this like $25 cut of meat.
Right.
I had no
What do I
idea
do
what I
with
was doing this thing, and I ended up throwing it. So I ended up making French dips with it. So you, which I don't know if it's the healthiest, but like you buy like an au jus packet and then an Italian dressing packet and beef broth.
Okay.
And throw it in depending on the size, throw it in the crock pot for like 3 to 5 hours, depending on how big the roast is.
Okay.
And then you get some Italian bread, cut it up, throw mayo on it, and provolone.
Yes.
And cut up the beef, throw it in the broiler, and then you have all the au jus from the crock pot. Mm-hmm. Like, it was
so good.
Unbelievable.
All right, I'm in.
So good.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that one.
Okay.
Oh, so I guess I was creative in that.
See? Look at you.
I'm like Betty Crocker over here.
Let's slow down. Right?
Just
That's amazing.
aiming towards excellence in the kitchen.
Betty Crocker. I love it.
No, I'm not a good baker.
I am. No. I want to be. I did. I tried. I was actually just having a conversation with someone on my way here today, and I was saying when I had Aiden, he didn't sleep, like, ever. Ever, unless he was sitting in the high chair, which he'd be out for, like, 20 minutes, or in my car. Like, he just didn't. So I would get up at 5 a.m. every day, and I didn't know what to do other than cry. So I would try to bake. And the only thing I've ever been able to make is chocolate chip banana bread and zucchini muffins.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then, like, chocolate chip cookies, because, like, everyone.
I'm not good at that. Mine always come out, like, dry or, like, just
even if you
terrible.
go in the back of the Toll House chip bag?
I feel like they've all sucked. I don't know. I didn't have good baking pans, I feel like, and then I got those. I don't know. But
baking's hard.
I make really good cheesecake. That's like
really hard.
I don't know. I just found this recipe and it's excellent. And every holiday, everyone asks like if I'm bringing it.
Does it crack in the middle?
Yeah. But like, is that bad?
I don't know.
No, but it's like I don't really care if it cracks.
No, but I mean, that's really hard to make.
Oh yeah, it's not for aesthetic purposes. It's more like a taste.
It's delicious.
It's delish.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite cheesecake, and like out of all cheesecakes,
and it's just like regular, like
just
plain New York style cheesecake with the graham cracker.
Right.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's so easy to make.
Really?
I'll probably.
I have failed at it so many times.
Really?
I've tried putting it in a water bath. I've tried all the things, and it's awful. It like cracks in the middle, but it like cracks so much that it like caves in.
Oh, and like is dry kind of.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I've never been able to do it.
Yeah, no, this one is I don't know. It's the only one I've ever attempted, and it's good, so I'm sticking with it.
Phenomenal.
But it's easy. It's like sour cream. No, yeah, sour cream, and cream cheese and sugar, vanilla, eggs. I think I'm forgetting an agreement. No flour. No, I think that's it.
All right.
And then the graham crackers like butter sugar, graham cracker.
Yeah.
And then you just like throw it all together. It's really good.
Okay.
I'll probably put it on the blog for the holidays.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So, what are you gearing up for holiday mania? I have a lot of anxiety towards this time of year all of a sudden. I never did as much as I do this year of like all of the things to accomplish.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of expectation.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. I think we alternate Thanksgiving between like my mother-in-law and my brother. So this year we're at my mother-in-law's, which is nice because we'll be local. But I don't know. I'm not even there. Like, I'm sort of there with Halloween. I just got like costumes together.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Do you like dress up? I got my 5-year-old nephew. We were pulling up to my house the other day, and he's like, "Wow, you should decorate your house." Because I have like nothing out for Halloween. I kind of just, I don't know.
We're in it.
You're in it.
We're in it. We have the giant spider web.
Okay.
I did really, I'll send you a video later, but I took, I ordered all these witch hats.
Okay.
And then a couple of brooms and some battery operated candles. And I hung them with fishing line.
Nice.
All through like the soffit of the front of my house. So it looks like they're just floating. It looks really cool at night.
I love that.
We like Halloween.
Oh.
And then I dress up every other year, not on purpose, but it just works out like that. So Quinny, we go to a big Halloween party every year.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's right. You and Mike always dress up.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So
That's
we
nice.
do like a family thing, and then they can do whatever they want on Halloween. But this year we're going to be scary scarecrows.
Oh.
And I got Mike the most terrifying mask I've ever seen.
Oh, my gosh.
We're excited. But then Quinn wants to be that for Halloween also, so he asked me if I would dress up with him.
Okay.
So I'll take it while I can get it, I guess.
Grace always wanted to be something scary until, I guess it's the first year. This is the first year, and now she's Audrey Hepburn.
I love it. I love it.
She wanted to be a historical figure who is also a diva.
Is she Breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey Hepburn?
Yeah, pretty much.
Perfect.
I mean, she like added stuff to it. She knows how to Amazon now, so she like just throws stuff in my cart. She's like, I have a bunch of stuff in your cart. Just get it, out when you can. I'm like, who? What? Who?
I love it.
It's like over $100 of stuff because she has to get that, and then she wanted a costume for her school thing that they're doing, so she needed a costume for that. I was like, what happened to like $30 costumes? Like,
they don't exist.
They don't exist anymore.
No, you can't even make a costume for $30.
That's true. That's true.
Insanity.
And then I am getting my dog a costume because I'm just become that person.
Yeah.
I actually didn't, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just that dog person now.
Well, what are we going to?
I think he's going to be I'm tossed between a king, like a king.
Yep.
Because he is
the
that,
king.
or like a French, like with like the beret and like the red and white shirt.
Okay, that would be really cute.
Right?
Yes. I think that's the one.
I know.
Yes.
I found it last night and I was like, I think this is what I need to do.
That would be amazing.
It's like obnoxious, but it's like hysterical.
It's not. It's amazing.
Okay.
If my dog wasn't such a spaz, but she can't.
I can't. I think one year we dressed Sophie up, our other dog, who is not participant in anything other than sleeping and eating.
Yeah, that's nice. I wish my dog would go back to that.
Oh, we've made her Sven when we dressed up as Frozen.
Yes.
That was like 2 years ago.
That's really cute.
Yeah, and that was like fitting for her. She could handle that. Like just
Sloth-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, all right.
My dog would just flip.
Yeah.
She'd just be doing like 360s and like get it off of me. She's freaking out. We have a spider that attacks you when you walk up to our front door, and she wants it dead.
All right.
And Mike bought it not knowing that it was, again, an indoor or covered porch only thing, because his idea was to put it on my driveway, like on the walkway up. And I'm like, but you have to read the box. We have 2 giant spiders now, none of which can be in the elements.
Okay.
Both on my porch.
I decided I'm going to skip over anything fall. I barely even did the inside of my house this year with fall, like anything.
Straight to Christmas?
I'm just going to skip, and just go straight in. And I'll probably just decorate early and, just live in that magical time frame until,
it's too fast anyway.
January. Well, the amount of money that you spend on Christmas, you may as well,
enjoy it.
Be in it to win it. I'm actually enjoying that all of these local farms are, really starting to, offer more, experiences and, fun, things that you can do for the holidays. So, it's not just, 1, or 2 days or that week or whatever.
Right.
It's a whole, at
it
least,
is
month
nice.
of things to do.
Of fun.
Lots of things to do.
Because we have so much free time to do all these things.
So much free time.
Yeah.
So I've been all of a sudden energized this week out of nowhere into 2024 plans.
Yes.
Looking ahead, right? Knowing that we have to not go through, but be in the vortex of holiday, right?
Yep.
From now until the end of the year.
Yes.
So I'm kind of taking this time to think about what I want to do, right? January, I have some new, it's funny how ideas come to you and you're just oh yeah, I should have done that or whatever.
Totally.
But definitely with an emphasis on women in business, moms in business, and making that more of a theme and
I like where you're going with this.
Highlighting, all these incredible women, which is kind of what Mom with Moms has always done, but I really want to, just talk to more moms about all the great things that we're doing. So, excited about that. More to come on what my plan is, and bringing more people on the podcast, and just kind of really like getting to know these moms who are like incredible, breadwinners and just doing amazing things within the community. I'm excited about it, and then also more to come on the summit that I've been kind of teasing for a little bit. There's a few like moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts, but there's a few moving parts that I can't like throw it out there. But I'm really excited about that, and I'm hoping that Turnkey can be part of it. And,
absolutely.
But tell me, what are some new things that you have coming down the pipeline with Turnkey and with your own business?
So with real estate, I'm just waiting. So it's a waiting game at this point.
Still.
Rates are like still up and down.
Yeah.
And so we're just, I have everything prepped and ready to go for 2024, hopefully. And we hope to see a turn, but I don't think we'll see that turn until probably the spring.
A turn in terms of rates, or
in rates, and hopefully some inventory. But that's just, it's like boring to even discuss anymore because it's the same story over and over and over.
It's like infuriating almost now.
And I had a couple of clients call me this week. They're like, we have to sit out until rates come back to the low sevens. I'm like, I get it. Like, your buying power is just slashed. Like, I get it. There's nothing we can do about it. I can't.
But there's still people buying.
There are, and there's multiple offers still going on. Yeah. Yep. On most properties, unless they're really in an undesirable area or they really are in need of rehab, they go.
And they're like $8,000 mortgages or more, right? Am I wrong about that?
No, you're right. You are right. I mean, if you were pre-approved when rates were in the threes,
right,
you have lost that you cut your afforded, like what you could afford in half now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy.
It is. So that we're going to ride the wave. And, I mean, we're still working every day, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of work with less result because, you're just dragging people around and they get beat or they have to sit out. So it's okay.
Real estate agents too are like some of the strongest people I know because you have to there's so many highs and lows. Right? And it's like such a...
You have to brush it off.
There's no consistency, really, ever.
No.
And you, it's not for the faint of heart. Like, you have to be,
it's not for the lazy. It's not,
It's so hard.
Yeah.
But it's also, very rewarding. And
I love it.
Yeah, because you're, getting people, it's one of the biggest things that people do in their lives.
And you're guiding them through it, and they really do rely on you. I mean, you get some, clients that they already know, they've bought several properties, you're really just there to handle paperwork. But for the most part, you're helping them. They have no idea what's going on. Even if they bought a house 10 years ago, they forget. You black it out.
Yeah.
So I do love it.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that it settles down soon because it's really heartbreaking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know. I've kind of just taken myself
you should.
away from it for now.
You don't have
I'm fine and it's fine. But
it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. But one day, hopefully.
One day it'll happen. But Turnkey's going great.
Yeah.
We're having our little discussion.
I think should we explain Turnkey a little bit? I don't know if we talked about that last time.
Did we? I don't know if we did. All right. So Turnkey Women's Alliance is Shannon Fasone and I were partners in that. It started as just a women's networking group because we couldn't find what we wanted in other networking groups.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like all the groups we were going to, whether it was chambers or anyone, it was just hanging out. Everyone was hanging out. They were drinking. Nobody was really doing business. We found it to be very frustrating.
Yeah.
You'd introduce yourself and nope, I already work with somebody. It was very, and it just wasn't what we were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So we got together and we decided we were going to create this. It was originally for women in real estate and affiliate businesses.
Okay.
But then all of these women from different businesses kept coming to our meetings and coming to our events and, DMing us and how can I get involved? So it just kept growing and growing. So we decided after our year anniversary in August that we were taking it out of real estate and just opening it up to helping women grow in business.
Right.
We both became certified with business development. So now we're just adding on more credentials so we can actually help people grow their business instead of just making it a networking space.
Right.
And we have an exciting thing that we're working on for January.
Ooh.
I can't talk about it.
Okay.
But we've been working with a few companies right now on helping them with their business development, and this just sort of naturally spawned itself.
Gotcha.
So we'll have everything ironed out, and we should be ready to launch in January 2024.
Isn't it funny how, like, when you set out to do something and you put yourself, like, in a, not position, but, like, just within an environment, and then, like, it really, that's kind of all it takes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah.
And this,
and all
and
this,
that.
and that, and, like, there's so many things that you can do, but
Totally.
it's just about, like, having that faith in yourself to, like, accomplish it, and then, like, the sky's the limit, which is so cool. So I think
Yes.
that is going to be a common theme for 2024.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about it. So stay tuned for more from both of us, and hopefully we can bring you more details next time we meet with some more good food from
Yes.
the area. Thank you so much to Wingstop for feeding us
Yes,
lunch.
delicious.
This is great.
And probably dinner.
And dinner, yeah, we're bringing a lot home. There's a lot of lucky family members this evening, and us too, because we don't have to cook. It's great.
Exactly. Everybody
Win-win.
wins.
Coming up, we have our Look to Us this season for Holiday Fun Guide that's coming out soon. So all kinds of fun things to do, where to see holiday lights.
Your event.
My event, I think, oh yeah, this will air next week. So yes, sometimes I have to like be careful about what I say, because they're like, what event? It's like, it happened 2 weeks ago. So yes, my event, which is the Mom with Mom's Fall Festival on Sunday, October 22nd. I have all kinds of fun stuff. Our Touch a Truck, over 80 vendors. We have a whole kids zone with all kinds of new activities we've added. Our character picture zone. We have holiday photos from Sea Salt and Honey. Sign up if I think she only has a few spots left, but that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Liz doing our face painting again and balloons.
Oh, she's the
and
best.
she is the best. And all kinds of stuff. Henna tattoos this time.
Very
I'm trying to
cool.
think. We added something
This is one of
else,
my
too.
favorite events. This
Yeah.
is the first time I haven't had a table.
Oh, so you can like
I'm
actually
gonna
enjoy
come
it
and- yeah.
and like shop. I have
Yeah.
some cool bijou and spices coming, and actually, the Cella and Spice. Bijou is like they have a new.
I saw that, and I
storefront
wasn't sure.
Yeah, they're partners. They're separate, but they like work together in a lot of capacity.
Okay.
So they're both coming. So she's bringing like permanent jewelry,
Cool.
and then Chella's bringing like clothing and some accessories and stuff like that. And then we have something else that Miss Melissa's Aardvarks is coming.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like
cool.
such a hit.
Yes.
So she's coming, and we have Lake House Music Academy. A bunch of their students are coming and performing
Awesome.
inside and outside. And then the Touch a Truck, we have autocades. So that's why you should bring the boys,
So
because
cool.
they're
I
going to
will.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff for like all ages. So it's not just like mommy and me, or there's
Yeah.
all kinds of different
No,
things
it's
for
always a great
everyone to do.
event.
So I'm excited about that, and also just hope that it all
It always
comes
does.
together.
It's
It's the
always
ninth
ahead.
one, but it's somehow every time it's like a lot of
one.
This is
That's
ninth.
wild.
Yeah. And still I haven't I still get all about it. I don't know why.
I remember your first one.
Yeah, that one I didn't sleep for like a
Yeah.
week before. Like legit.
Yeah, I know.
And that was only I don't even remember. It was like nothing compared to now.
Yeah.
I still I get
Well, you always look like this just came together.
it's not like
Fine.
that.
No, I know, but that's how you That's how you look when you're on the floor.
Like, hi, yeah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Like in the bathroom smoking cigarettes. I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Imagine.
I don't smoke.
Mom with mom uncovered.
Oh my God.
The next podcast.
Next one, yeah. Let's talk about all of our vices.
We're going to need more than a podcast.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me again.
We'll see you guys soon. Have a great week.
Bye.